Hello students, welcome back to my channel Learning Medicos, and in this video I am going to explain about a common gynecological instruments used in general OPD, general gynec OPD and in general surgery minor OT, just like in procedures like DNC. Let's start with the first instrument. This is called speculum or Sims vaginal speculum, and this is used to retract the posterior vaginal wall, and it is used along with a retractor or anterior vaginal wall retractor. As you can see the structure of both instruments, it has two blades, Sims speculum. This may vary in size and pelvic size, and according to pelvic size the instrument is used, bigger one and smaller one. And this anterior vaginal wall retractor, you can see the both ends are curved, and this is used to retract the vagina, and it has blunt serrated ends. Next instrument is also a speculum, Cusco speculum. This is alone sufficient to visualize the cervix or vagina, and as you can see there is a screw, and you can insert like closing like this, and then open the speculum and then fix. Then you can easily visualize the cervix. So these speculums are used to visualize the vagina and also used in small procedures. Then speculums are also required in small procedures like DNC. Generally Sims speculum is used, and in IUD insertion both speculum can be used, Sims and Cusco. Next instrument is uterine sound. As you can see the shape of uterine sound. As the normal uterus is antevertex, the shape of uterine sound is also bent anteriorly in front. As you can see, it is used to measure the length of uterus in some procedures like IUD, before IUD insertion and before DNC procedures. As you can see, there is a mark numbering on the uterine sound, and this numbering is helpful in detection, to detect the how much we have to introduce the IUD or any multi-rod device or any instrument before DNC. Next instrument, our next instrument is dilator. This is called Hager's dilator, and generally used to dilate the cervix, and it is available in different sizes, different thickness, and slightly variable in length. And even a single dilator has two ends with different thickness. As you can see, there is a margin, there is a line between both different thicknesses, and thickness is measured in numbering. As you can see, there is numbering. This is also used to dilate cervix. The thinner one with less thickness dilator is used to dilate the urethra, sometimes in case of urethral stricture. Next instrument, our next instrument is this is called sponge holding forceps. As you can see, there is a cast fix, and in front you can see serrated end, and this is used to grasp any product, like just like retained product of conception, to twist and remove the retained product of conception in DNC procedure, and to hold the polyp in polypectomy. Next instrument, our next instrument is curette. Curette is used in DNC procedure. It has two ends, one is sharp and one is blunt, and it is slightly curved. As you can see the shape. Our next instrument is valcellum. Valcellum is used to hold the anterior lip of cervix in DNC procedure and anal procedures. The other procedures in which cervix is involved, just like any medications is applied to cervix, then valcellum is used to hold the anterior lip, and there is a case to fix the valcellum. As you can see, it has dented end to catch properly. Our next instrument is artery forceps. Artery forceps are available in different sizes, and it is used not only in gynec cases. In gynec OT, it is also used in many OTs, almost in all OTs. Our next instrument is needle holder. Needle holder or needle holding faucet. As you can see, there is a cap to hold the needle. This is used in case of suturing in gynecology after episiotomy, and each and every surgery it is used. Now let's see which instrument is remaining. Almost all instruments are done. So this is the that's all about the general instruments used in gynecopedies. I hope you liked the video. If you like, please subscribe for more videos, more educational videos like. Thanks.